This is activity 3, frame to frame. This is the cool down for lesson 1, moving in the plane, from unit 1, rigid transformations and congruence. So in this activity, you're given these 4 positions of this shape. It says frame 1, 2, 3, and 4, and describe how the shape moves from frame 1 to frame 2, frame 2 to frame 3, frame 3 to frame 4. And it's important to understand in this activity that this shape is staying in the same space. It's moving from here down to here as it shows this. It's not moving over to here, but it's moving straight down. And the shape is then rotating right here, and then the shape is moving straight up. And that's essentially the answer to the question right there. But let me show you in a little bit more detail. So here's frame 1, and as frame 1 moves to frame 2, how is it making that move? And that move I would describe as the shape is moving down vertically. And I'd use these words vertically and horizontally. Straight down is vertically, straight across is horizontally, horizontally to the left or to the right, vertically up or down. Now those are good words to begin to use to describe the movement in this unit. So slide the shape down vertically, and then from frame 2 to frame 3, that shape is now going to rotate. And notice that it rotates, and it rotates 90 degrees. I'm going to show you that in a little bit more detail in a moment. But it's staying in the same space. So it's just rotating right in that spot 90 degrees. When I first showed this, when I first drew this for myself, I showed the rotation as the pink shape moving to the blue shape, rotating around this point right here. And you're going to learn how to find the center of rotation of shapes as they rotate in a little while. But if this is the center of rotation right here, this shape is rotating vertically up. So if you look at this point is rotating around and it's ending up right here, 90 degrees. This point right here is rotating around and ending up right here, 90 degrees. So it's rotating from here to here. So if I drew that angle, that would be a 90-degree angle. But it really is rotating in the same spot. So the center of rotation is right here, and it's just rotating around that point. So now this vertex is going from here to here, and if I draw the angle between them, it is 90 degrees. If I drew that same angle from this point to this point, you would see that that's also 90 degrees. Or from this point to this point, you would see that that's also 90 degrees. You might try doing that. Just convince yourself that it's a 90-degree rotation for each point, and the center of rotation is this point right here, meaning all of the points on this shape rotate 90 degrees as if you're drawing a string from this point to whatever point that you want to choose on the shape. It doesn't have to be a vertex. It can be points in the middle, wherever. So rotate the shape 90 degrees counterclockwise. Another good word to get used to as you describe the movement of shapes within a plane. So this is the opposite way that a clock moves. So this is to the left, clock moves to the right. So that's frame 2 to frame 3, and rotate the shape 90 degrees counterclockwise. And then frame 3 to frame 4 is that shape. How does it get in this space right here? It moves up vertically. So slide the shape up vertically. We're going to come up with a different word for slide in a moment. The word for rotation that they've been using in these beginning lessons is to turn. You don't really quite use the word rotate yet, but I threw it in there anyway. And so the shape ends up in this position in frame 4. And that's the end of the lesson. The end of the activity, I should say.